back, everybody. Hope you had enough time to get everything taken care of. Once again, my name is Mike Ferguson, and when I was asked to make the introduction of Congressman Barr as our keynote speaker, I was very excited. When we started planning this convention several months ago, we wanted to highlight what we can accomplish as a party and what success we can have. We wanted to show ourselves, the media, and the public what we are truly capable of as a party and as an organization. Because in real-world politics, and I understand this, being someone who is elected to office and also appointed to another office, being right isn't enough. You have to have the organization, you have to have the strength, and that's what I wanted to show, as much to us and to ourselves as to everybody else. I also wanted to show that the future of the Libertarian Party is bright. And I think we have proven that to ourselves and to the public here today. That's why, to me, when we had to decide who was going to be invited to be our keynote speaker, there was only one choice. Congressman Barr and I met back in St. Louis last year, I guess it was, when he flew there to attend an event for the Libertarian Coalition for Responsibility. And I enjoyed meeting Congressman Barr. I had a great conversation. I was also very impressed with, he flew to St. Louis to support the organization, knowing that it was going to be a small event. He's flown all over the country to support local and state libertarian parties. He's also a member of the Libertarian National Committee, and what he's proving is that he is dedicated to the growth of this party, and he's also dedicated to changing the direction of the United States through effective, successful Libertarian Party work. Bob Barr was with the CIA from 1971 to 1978. He served as the United States Attorney appointed by President Reagan from 1986 to 1990. He was in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1995 until 2003, where he was a part of history when he led the impeachment against President Bill Clinton. He now lives in Atlanta. He operates Liberty Strategies, which is a consulting and public relations firm, in addition to his law practice, and in addition to his writing for the Atlantic Journal-Constitution Journal, I should say, and in addition to serving on the Libertarian National Committee. So in his spare time, he's come to Kansas City to be part of this, and I really appreciate it. Liberty Strategies is dedicated to affecting change by fighting for smaller, constitutionally limited government. Please join me in welcoming former Congressman Bob Barr.
Pleasure and a distinct honor, as they say in Washington, to be here. But unlike Washington, I really mean it. It's great to see so many folks come out on a Saturday to talk about issues and talk with our fellow citizens about issues and people and processes that far too few of our fellow citizens pay any attention to. And that is the course of liberty, the future of liberty, and what we as citizen patriots can do about it. Many of our fellow citizens, if you sit them down and sort of like in the Montessori school and put your hand under their chin and make them look you in the eye, they will understand what it is that you're talking about if you talk about freedom and liberty and smaller government. The problem is, in their day-to-day lives, they don't take the time to really think about it or to recognize just how much that freedom is disappearing. Day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, it is disappearing. And there is only one organization, one political entity in this country that is prepared to and will do something about it, and it's right here, it's the Libertarian Party. And I appreciate the opportunity that I've been afforded the last couple of years to be a formal part of the Libertarian Party, to serve under our chairman, Bill Redpath, and the rest of our colleagues on the Libertarian National Committee, to be a part of that, to have the opportunity to work with people like Mike, who I met, as he mentioned, about a year or so ago, and have seen him since then at various events, to work with the men and women and children of the Libertarian Party to further the cause of freedom. And it's great to be here today. We have, as you all probably already know, through working with them, we have not just Bill Redpath, but Chuck Moulton, Pat Dixon, Bob Sullentrup, members all of our Libertarian National Committee, with whom I'm very proud to serve and call friends and colleagues on the committee. Mike has done a tremendous job organizing this Heartland event, bringing together the 5 states from this region. Glenn Nielsen is here, Rob Hodgkinson, Angela Odell, Ed Wright, all chairs and former chairs of the component states of this Heartland Libertarian Convention. I also ran into a couple of our former nominees. Nominee last time, Michael, where's Michael? I know Michael Badnarik is here. Michael, thank you for moving the banner down the field 4 years ago. We stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us. I know Gary Nolan is here. Gary is another former candidate. Where's Gary? I saw Gary a little bit earlier. But you know, go up to these folks. Don't just presume that they know that you appreciate what they have done. Thank them specifically for it, because it is hard work indeed to put oneself forward as a candidate, as a nominee for any political endeavor. And I know we have some other candidates here and public officials who are carrying the Libertarian banner at different levels of government. It is all part of a team effort, and I appreciate being a part of that team. Just this week, of course, we remembered the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. It was Dr. King who told us many years ago, and I quote him here, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." Now, perhaps there's another speaker that perhaps was less smooth, a little bit less diplomatic than Dr. King, Dante Alighieri, who wrote many centuries before those words spoken by Dr. King, but he talked also about the need to meet properly the challenges and the controversies of our times. He said, and I quote Dante Alighieri here, "The hottest places in hell are reserved for those who, in times of great moral crisis, maintain their neutrality." Friends, these are not times of comfort and convenience. These are times of grave moral challenge. There are great controversies that beset us on all sides. And you've all talked about them. We had a number of our candidates here earlier that talked about the challenges, some of the challenges that are facing all of us, not just as libertarians, but all of us as Americans these days. And very clearly, nobody can look at that political landscape out there and walk away from it thinking, hey man, times are great. These are times of great comfort and convenience where it's easy to be a sunshine patriot. These are times of challenge, controversy, and indeed grave moral crisis. And meeting those, not being content. Libertarians, by their nature, are not content to just sit back and remain neutral. It's not a part of our hardwiring. It's certainly not part of our platform, whatever platform we adhere to. Sitting back and being complacent, maintaining our neutrality has never been, and I hope never will be, a part of the Libertarian Party or the Libertarian agenda. Therefore, as a good libertarian, I am refusing, along with you, to sit back and remain neutral, particularly this year as we face the great moral crises that is enveloping our country and indeed all of Western civilization. And therefore, I am announcing here today, in America's Heartland, which is the appropriate place to do it, the formation of an exploratory committee to seek the presidency of the United States of America in the year 2008. Nobody here, I hope, but some of our friends out there, and I know some of my friends, former friends in the Congress, they'd say, whoa, wait a minute, Barr, let's talk. To them, doing the right thing for the right reason at the right time is always secondary, not to principle, but to political expediency. Oh, hold on a minute there. Let's talk about this. Maybe the time isn't right. After all, we have candidates out there. We have at least 3 of them that are on the news all the time. We have great candidates. They're going to raise these issues, aren't they? The structure of the 2 parties. These are issues.